From this point onwards, we will be editing the source code to make our own cryptocurrency. We are now ready to remove certain aspects of the code and replace them with our own. In this video, we will be removing the reading seeds which are hard-coded into the config file. We will also be removing the seeds from the source code. Then we will chain all the alert pub keys so they are our own. Let's begin. Navigate to your VisionX master folder. Then run a search for the file named util.cpp. Open the file, and go to line 635. You can do this by holding Ctrl+I, and typing in the line number. Here you can see we have located the correct line. To be sure, we can look at the bottom of the screen. It shows the current line number. Now we will comment out this line. This will make the line invisible in the script, which means it won't be used. To comment out, just put 2 forward slashes in front of it. If they turn blue, you have done it correctly. On line 637, add the word return followed by a semicolon. By doing this, we are no longer using the command to add seeds to the config file. Our future Qt config files will no longer contain hard-coded seeds. If we scroll down a little to line 663, we can see the contents of the config file if it were to be written. Now we have changed that line in the code. None of these seeds will be written in the file. However, just to be sure, let's delete the seed info and leave the IPv4 line. Now that's done, we need to save the file. Moving on now, we are going to remove the fixed seeds from the source code. Head back to your master folder and search for chainparams.seeds.h. Enter the file. You can see 2 groups of seeds. We are going to delete the seeds and replace them with the word null. Make sure null is inside the brackets. Do this for both sets of seeds. Then click Save. Now we have done that, we will work on changing the alert pub keys. These are keys that are unique to each blockchain. To create our own Genesis, we first need to remove the pub keys for reading, and then generate our own. Back in the search, we are going to locate the chainparams.cpp file. There are 3 pub key alerts we are going to change. One is the Genesis pub key that you can see here. Another one is for the mainnet alerts. And the final one is for testnet alerts. The Genesis is located on line 50. The mainnet alert is located on line 117. The testnet alert is located on line 251. In order to generate new pub keys, we need to open the master folder in the terminal. Head back to your desktop, and right-click, Open in Terminal. To generate the new keys, we need to copy and paste these commands into the terminal. Do it as one, and hit Enter for the last one. Now we are going to use these commands one by one. First, type cat_alertkey.hex and hit Enter. This will create the private and public keys for the mainnet. This goes on line 117. We will only be using the public keys for this. Make sure you copy this line by line. It is very easy to make a mistake with this. Copy the first line. Head to line 117 in chainparams.cpp. Double check that hit the alert key. Inserting the wrong public key will be fatal. Select all from the current pub key and delete. Make sure you leave the external brackets. Paste the line from our new public key in its place. Starting from the far end, we need to remove all the colons from the line, leaving just the numbers and letters. Be very careful not to delete anything other than the colons. When you finished that, leave your cursor at the end. Then go back to your terminal and copy and paste the next line. Remove the colons again. Keep doing this with all the pub key. After you have finished, click Save. We will then move on to the next one. Next is the testnet alert pub key. This is located on line 251. Follow exactly the same as before, deleting the old, and copy and paste the new one, line by line, removing all the colons. I will fast forward this to save time. Check the line to make sure you have not left any colons behind. Again, when complete, click on Save. Finally, we just have to do the Genesis pub key. This is located on line 50. It is done in exactly the same way. To get the pub key, just type cat genesis coinbase.hex into the console, and hit enter. I will speed up this part too, as I am sure by now you understand the process. When done, make sure you save the file. In our next video, we will be changing the port numbers, changing the PCH message starts, and updating the client version.